Badui people live only 3 hours away from Jakarta, Indonesia, but it feels like they live on an entire different planet, away from constant noise, thousands of motorbikes, and the busy life of the giant megalopolis. Nowadays, there are around 10,000 outer Badui. They live in villages, in the mountains, in their typical houses made of bamboo. They don't have electricity, their roads are made of stone pavement, and they do not use many of the perks of civilization, such as motorized vehicles, electric utensils, TVs, and the likes. Outer Badui wear mainly typical blue clothes and are the protectors of the inner Badui. Inner Badui are hierarchically higher and they do not use anything that they cannot produce themselves. That includes soap, nails, metallic utensils, clothes that they haven't made themselves, shoes, etc. Badui people produce most of the things they use in everyday life. They weave their clothes and gather fruits and vegetables from the jungle. Badui had a lot of hens and roosters that run around freely in the villages. Durian season is close and boys carry durians down the village. Today, a burgeoning outer Badui population and increasing contacts with the outside world have led to the development of a more market-based village economy dependent on cash crops and sale of handicrafts. In recent years, the Badui have placed an increasing emphasis on agroforestry production such as the timber plantation albizia tree, fruit, palm sugar and other products grown almost extensively for sale on local markets, rather than the formerly self-sustaining cultivation of hill rice, known as ladang. These changes have begun to cause some cultural, social and environmental impacts which are most evident in the increasing use of non-traditional Western-style clothing, consumption of packaged fast foods, and use of other manufactured goods that are purchased with money obtained through growing crops. Here, Badui people are shopping in the village warung or shop.
makan, enak.
Kalau bagus di mana? Ada sayur nggak?
Sayur nggak ada.
Telur?
Telur nggak ada. Soalnya
According to their belief system, Badui people regard themselves as descendants of Patara Tungal, one of the 7 deities or gods that was sent to earth. That origin is often associated with Adam, as the first man of mankind. In their belief system, Adam and his descendants, including the Badui people, have been given the task to meditate or practice asceticism in order to preserve the harmony of the world. Hence, Badui are the keepers of the world. Badui people live in harmony with the pristine nature that are surrounded with. Their houses are made of bamboo, and this plant is used extensively in their everyday life. Men are cutting and making utensils, floors, house walls, sleeping mats, hats, and more things of it. Their bridges are also made entirely of bamboo. This is a typical Badui house. Badui cook on fire and use metallic utensils as well as bamboo utensils. The rice has to be stirred in order to be cooked well and the rice grains to stay separately. This is the bathroom. And what better thing than having a pineapple in the backyard? These are the rice storages Badui have in their villages. As their houses, the storages are also made of bamboo. It is said that the rice here could be preserved for more than 100 years. In several days, there will be a marriage in the nearby village, so all men and women are very busy with preparing for it. Preparations usually take a week and everyone is involved. Women stomp rice. It is hard work, but this doesn't mean it is not fun. Badawi women make music while stomping. The process goes on for hours on end for several days.
Diganggu. Maaf. Jadi apa ini? Tepung beras. Iya kan dibikin odol. Oh, dodol dari ini.
After the rice is stomped, it is sifted. In the meantime, men cook jam. The jam has to be stirred non-stop for 5 hours. In an hour, it gets more dense and bubbly. The jam is then added to the rice together with coconut milk and red sugar that Badawi also make themselves. And with this mixture, they make the traditional sweets for the wedding. Here, a Badawi woman wraps up a gift for the wedding. All neighbors and relatives carry such gifts. The closer people are to the bride and groom's family, the more they participate in the preparations. Badawi carry hens as a gift to the newlyweds. Badawi are in a close relationship with nature. They lead a simple life, which at the same time is never boring and filled with everyday activities and celebrations. We have a lot to learn from them. Meanwhile, we hope they preserve what they have and continue to be the keepers of this world.